people, it is Mishy Beauty. I am back. I am back with another unboxing. It is a familiar unboxing, common here on my channel. It is BoxyCharm. So I just unboxed the Allure Beauty box not too long ago. Was it about 2 weeks ago now? I think it's been about 2 weeks, yeah. So I unboxed that, and now I have my, actually BoxyCharm came a little bit after that. I'm just now getting around to reviewing it. But yeah, so the BoxyCharm is $27.99 a month. And I always say it rivals the Ipsy. Can't remember. No, I don't have my Ipsy just yet. I believe it's on its way. But yeah, so it rivals the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Not the Ipsy Glam Bag, but the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. So it is now $27.99 for the base box. I do not get the BoxyCharm that's one above this one. I think there's two above this one. I'm not sure. I totally forgot. But yeah, so I'm going to be reviewing the base box for you right now. So let's go ahead and get started. I have it right here. You guys know what BoxyCharm looks like. It seems rather big this month, but let's go ahead and see what's in here. You know that it looks like this once you open it, and they usually include the foam to keep your items from rolling around. They do receive the card, You will receive the card in there, and that is the theme for the month, as well as the items that are in your box and what they retail at, and it gives a description. So this one for October says everyone will be under your spell, BoxyCharm. So I'm not sure if that's in reference to the fact that it's Halloween coming up or what, but yeah, so that's what it says. It's purple. Let's go ahead and pull out the first thing here. The first item that I'm pulling out is the Toy Factory. It is from a company called Toy Factory. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Super Set Setting Spray. It has hyaluronic acid in it. This is the packaging right here. It is saying for this one, Toy Factory. All right. Your serum and setting spray are now one. Okay, serum and setting spray. And that look you just created is about to last all day, all night. Featuring hyaluronic acid to lock in your color payoff while coating your skin with a misty serum expertly formulated for all day hydration and a dewy, soft, professional look. So this sounds pretty cool. I did put some powder makeup on my face, some powder base on my face. I did not put any eyeshadow on. I do have a light cream lipstick on, but yeah, this would come in handy. It's wrapped in, and I am gonna probably keep this, but it's wrapped in plastic, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I just want to test the sprayer. I'm probably going to spray it on my face or at least try to mist it on my face. I hope it's not a strong mister. Well, if it's strong, it's not a mist. So let's see. Looks like this. So let's go ahead and take off the top. Here's the sprayer. So let's go ahead and give it a quick shake. And let's see. It's a little strong. It's a little strong. And it has the smell, I can't place it, but it does have a scent to it. It's not a bad scent at all. In my opinion, it's not bad. So it's not, I would not call, got it in my hair. I would not call it a mist. It is a spray. So yeah, unfortunately I got some of it in my hair. I won't comb it through my hair. But anyway, so yeah, so that's this one. They're saying that this one retails at $24. $24. This smell, it smells familiar, but it's not from a setting spray that I've smelled this. I don't know if it's some other skin care, maybe I've smelled that. Let me see if it immediately did anything. No, not that I can see. It kind of made me look a little glowy here. Yeah, it kind of did. Pretty cool. But the staying power will be the question. The next thing that I am pulling out is an anti-aging eye cream by Fleur & B. That, if you guys remember, if this sounds familiar to you, I did have a Fleur & B product in my, it was a moisturizing type. I think it was an essence, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Korean product, but this particular one is an anti-aging eye cream, and it says firming as well. And so let's see what this retails at. The Fleur & B, this rich eye cream will awaken your eye area by helping to firm your skin and reduce the appearance of dark circles, wrinkles, and puffiness. So I'm probably going to keep this one too, just simply because it is a Korean skincare product, and I hear good things about Korean skincare products. It's so funny. They put a safety seal, or they seal it on one end only. I can actually get in it on this end. So that is what I'll do without breaking the safety seal. Right now, I do have to pull it out this way. So we'll do that. And it says, it's what's on the inside that matters. So it has squalane, vitamin E, and vitamin B3 in it. There's a little card in here. And this is the container. It is glass with a metal top. I think this is metal, not plastic. And it does come with this top here. I just want to smell this. Okay. And I hate to use that word medicinal again, but that's what it smells like to me. It does smell like that. And that's always good, especially if it's cruelty-free, vegan, and claims to be, at least claims to be. All right, guys, let me situate everything here. So a lot has happened. Let me turn this up. Since you saw me last, I have caught the dreaded CV, coronavirus. So I did catch COVID. Somehow I caught it between going to my daughter's competition for Taekwondo and classes for Taekwondo. I did also go to vote, but I started showing symptoms the day that I went to vote. So it couldn't have been, I forgot to wear my mask when I went to vote, but I started showing symptoms that day. So I don't think you can show symptoms that quick. Anyway, I caught the coronavirus. So I'm gonna unbox and talk about my experience that led me to actually go and get checked to see if I had coronavirus. So the place that I left off unboxing, it was the Fleur & B Eyes Baby Eye Cream. Okay, and I did unbox that. I had to go and check to see where I was at. The next item, I don't have any makeup on. Before, I at least had powder on. I have no powder on. I only have the Joel lipstick on, which I like. That's all I have on. The next item I want to take out, it says Stuck on You. Stuck on You by the Beauty Crop. It's an eye primer base. Eye primer base. It's called Stuck on You. I think I will keep that. I'm not going to undo it simply because I have another eyeshadow base that I'm currently using. So it says this soft and... Sorry, guys. It says this soft and creamy eye primer makes your eyeshadow go so much further. It locks in color and prevents pigments from creasing, smudging, or fading. It's a universal eye primer that's buildable, slightly tinted, so eyeshadow pigment really pops. Okay, so it's $18. This is $18. This is pretty well... Yeah, this is going to be too much trouble right now to try to get into. Let me see. Oh, maybe not. Let me go ahead and try. So guys, what tipped me off as to the fact that I got something is that I had... It started out not with the sniffles. What's odd is it started out with my legs, the muscles hurting. My legs were hurting. The last time I experienced that, that was when I had the flu many, many years ago. My daughter brought home the flu. This is the eye base here. My daughter brought home the flu when she was in daycare, and I got it that way many, many years ago. So that's $18, by the way. This is the next item. So yeah, I had, and it's like Lucette highlighter palette. So this is a highlighter palette. And so, yeah, my muscles were like, I couldn't sit down in one place because it hurt too bad. I mean, it was really, I can't, it was like not sore. They just ached. I don't know if you know that feeling where your muscles ache. That's what it was. And I said, something's not right. And then shortly after, and I mean shortly after I experienced that feeling, my head started to hurt. And this is coming from someone that doesn't get headaches, okay? I do not get headaches. So let me take a pause right quick and show you this palette. Lucette Shimmer Highlighter Palette. I'm sure there's plastic that's probably gonna fall out. This is the palette. And let's see. Oh, it's really pretty. Your colors are Daydream, Serenity, Magic Hour, and Abundance. Okay, Abundance. There you go. I'm gonna keep this. This is some nice shades. Let's go ahead and swatch them. So yeah, I said, okay, something's not right. So I did not drive because something actually told me it probably is not the flu, that it's probably COVID. Let me see here. These are pretty colors. Let me show you. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna move the camera closer. So I ended up going to urgent care. Oh my God, why did I do it this way? I'm gonna have to stand up. So I ended up going to urgent care. Here are the colors. I think they're pretty. So I ended up going to urgent care, and they closed at 8, and I got there. I would say this is what they look like on my fingers. Very pretty. So, hey Alexa, stop. Sorry, it's time to take my blood pressure medication. And so that's partly why I was so scared to get COVID, is because I do have high blood pressure. And so I ended up going into the urgent care. It's already almost 7 something. I went in, I saw that they closed at 8. It wasn't quite 7 yet. So I go in, I notice there are people there, and the lady tells me there is a 2-hour wait. So I will most likely be there after closing time. That ended up being true, but it wasn't a 2-hour wait, okay? So I ended up being called in. I waited. I didn't want my family in that waiting room. So I just told them to go home. We didn't live far. So my daughter and my husband went home. And I waited patiently. It didn't end up being a 2-hour wait. They finally called me in. They swabbed me for both. They swabbed me for the flu, and they swabbed me for coronavirus. So I got swabbed for both. They could tell me the flu result right away. They gave me the flu result, and it was negative. So then I was like, okay, I probably have it. And she said it also could be just a virus. It also could be just a miscellaneous virus or whatever. And I knew it wasn't that because of a headache. But she went on ahead and prescribed me some little pills for coughing, because she said that would follow shortly. You start to cough or whatever. Now, I still have coronavirus right now as we speak. I'm sure I still have it. I just got diagnosed yesterday, and the symptoms have been going on for about, before I got diagnosed, a day and a half or something. So I'm sure I still have it or whatever. And this is a person that wears their mask all the time, but sometimes I take it down. And then when I went to vote, I forgot my mask. But the symptoms showed up the day that I went to vote, that day. So it couldn't have been the voting, the fact that I went without my mask when I went to go vote. I don't think that's it, because the symptoms don't show up that quickly, I don't think. So I'm thinking it was someone maybe at the Taekwondo competition, my daughter's Taekwondo competition, or before, because I hear that it takes about 3 to 5 days, if not more, for your symptoms to actually show. So I went and I got the test, no flu. They said they'd call me the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning about my COVID test. That couldn't, because they're about to close anyway. So by the time that result comes out, it'll be the next day anyway. So they said they'd call me around 8. 8 shows up, I don't get a call. I call them, they're too busy. She takes down my name and all of that. Still don't get a call. I take my result that ends up being emailed to me. It says I have an additional results. So I end up looking at the results, and it was very strange. The results said something to affect that. There was a note that said, I looked at your results, and they're within normal range. But then when you looked under that note, it said SARS-2 something, and it said positive. So I got confused. So I go up there, I show them on my phone what I'm seeing. The girls at the front desk also look confused. She writes down my information and I'm waiting. And there are other sick people here. This is the next day. There are other sick people there. And I'm like, I just want to get out of here. And she comes back and she says, actually, that message was something which I don't understand. I think they need to take that message out of there. But anyway, that message was not the result. Below it was the result. And so it was, in my head, it was so dramatic. I respond, so I have coronavirus? And she said, yes. You're positive for coronavirus. And I'm like, oh, I was so dramatic in my head, not physically, but in my head, I'm like, oh my God. Oh God. I never wanted this virus, but what they're saying and what other people are saying is that we'll all get it at some point. We'll all get it. And I'm like, not me, because I don't know what my body's gonna do. My body could shut down. I don't know. That's an unknown with this virus. It's an unknown. We do not know what it's going to do when it gets in this person, or that person. I still have it. So I don't know. Knock on wood. It's not even real wood, but knock on wood that this thing goes away within a few more days and I don't experience anything. So let me tell you what I'm experiencing. What I'm experiencing, let's hold that thought and continue with the unboxing though. So I think I'm going to try this on. I'm going to probably do my face with this. Not do my face, but I'm probably going to do my face, like put powder on, blah, 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 and then try the highlighter. The last thing that's in here, look at how big this is. What else could it be but an eyeshadow palette? This is Iconic London. Ah, look at that glare. Iconic London Desk to Dance eyeshadow palette. Desk to Dance. Like dusk till dawn, I don't know. Dusk to Dance eyeshadow palette. Wow, what a glare. Let's see. This is a big eyeshadow palette. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Be right back. Oops. All right, guys, as you can see, I put powder on. I put some translucent powder on. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and do that because I knew I was going to try on some of these products. You can see that I put the eyeshadow base on my eyelids there in preparation for this Iconic London palette I started to show you guys. I did use my Instant Age Refine corrector. It says multi-use. I use that here. Nowhere else but under my eyes there. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It face powder, translucent powder I put on. And this is the fluffy brush I used to apply it. And back to the palette. Let's read a little bit about this. They're saying, this is the perfect dance floor companion, no matter where you're headed, featuring 20 new highly pigmented shades to suit every skin tone. It will leave your spoiled. I'm sorry, it will leave you spoiled. S-P-O-I-L-T. Has anybody heard of, I've heard of spoiled, but spoiled, that's interesting. It will leave you spoiled for choice. The velvety soft texture and selection of mattes, shimmers, and glitters will make your eye look pop for day to night, or from day to night to day. $62. $62. So please ignore how I read that. But, you know. All right, let's go ahead and I am not going to swatch all of these. There is no way that I can. However, I will show you up close what they have. I don't know what eye look I'm going to try or what colors I'm going to try out. However, and it does come with a nice big mirror, which I will use. I need to take it's covered. Well, it has this for the, so that the shades don't get on the mirror, but then the mirror itself has a cover to it. I'm going to take that down. And here's the mirror, nice and big. So I'm going to get started. It's probably going to be, I call it fast forward time or fast time. We're going to get started and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do here. Don't think I need a color base on this because of the eyeshadow base I already have. So let's get started. I think I am going to start with, and I don't know, I'm going to start with Don't Mind Me right here. And the reason I'm not going fast time right now is because I want to finish explaining how the diagnosis of COVID went for me. So she ended up coming out, I think I told you that, I'm not sure. I went up to the clinic, as I told you, and I wanted to find out what that diagnosis meant. And of course she said, you're to pay attention to the diagnosis underneath that wording that I talked to you guys about, that I told you all about. And so I looked at her and I was dramatic. I told you I was really dramatic in my head. And I said, so does that mean I'm positive for COVID? I have coronavirus? And she said, yes, you do. And I thought the world was ending, but then I immediately thought of how I was going to live with my family and have coronavirus and not expose them to the virus. So yeah, that was my worry right after I was told that I was positive. So the next morning, I rode with my husband. My husband ended up driving me and my daughter to her school. I had my mask on the whole entire time in the car. My husband is not a mask wearer, so he's throwing caution to the wind, I guess you could say. And I had my daughter wear a mask in the car as well. And I ended up informing the school when we dropped her off in Carline that I am waiting for a result. Or in the morning, I didn't know, okay, when I dropped her off. So I said I was waiting on my results. So when I picked her up, I ended up telling them my result was positive. And at that point, I was feeling okay to pick her up myself. And I wore a mask in the car. I don't like doing that. It looks kind of silly to wear a mask in your own car. But when you have someone else in the car that's not, you know, you could potentially expose, you should wear a mask. So I did that. I ended up telling them that I was positive until she starts showing signs. If she doesn't show signs of it, she's allowed to go to school with a mask on. So that's how that ended up. But yeah, guys, that is my COVID story. Hopefully that's the end of it. Hopefully there's no more. As far as the aches and pains in my muscles of my legs, it was only in the extremities of my legs, not my arms, nowhere else on my body but my legs, which is very odd to me. Now I'm gonna go in with my Crush. Let's see, it's called My Crush right here. And I had really a non-eventful, besides not knowing what the real diagnosis was and having to go back up to the clinic to make sure. Really non-eventful, knock on wood. I haven't had anything happen that would take me back to a doctor or a hospital. I was prescribed a cough prescription type pill. It's for coughs because coughs can get bad in some patients. So I didn't have to fill that prescription. I have not had to fill that prescription. And hopefully I will not. I had I woke up yesterday morning with a temperature of 100, okay? I woke up with a temperature of 100 yesterday morning. This color doesn't show up too well. It looks like this on the brush, but it looks like this on me. Weird. Pigment's not showing too much here. But yeah, so I woke up with 100-degree fever. I did get the chills the night before that, and I took some of my daughter's liquid Tylenol. I forgot how many, 5 ml, I think. Was it 5 ml? Anyway, I took some of hers and the fever went down. And then after I saw the clinician the other day, yesterday, or was it yesterday? I'm getting my timeline mixed up. But anyway, after I went to the clinic, I decided to get pill Tylenol, like adult Tylenol, you know, the regular Tylenol. I decided to do that. This, guys, has quite a bit of fallout. I'm not sure if you see this, but it has quite a bit of fallout. Wow, I'm not keen on that, but yeah, it's a lot of fallout, and I'm gonna have to clean my face up. I had no idea it was gonna do this. Wow. It's all around here. It's all around here and here. So I'm gonna have to clean my face up. And so I forgot where I was actually in telling the story. But so I had the chills, which alerted me to maybe I should go to the clinic. They took my temperature at the clinic and it was 99. My temperature thing was not working correctly. It was one of those ones you put in your forehead, or put on on your forehead or whatever, that was not accurately reading my true temperature. That was not accurately reading my true temperature. So, oh my God, the fallout is unreal from this thing. Oh, Jesus. Note to self, do not put your makeup on before you do your eyeshadow if you don't know about the eyeshadow palette you're using. Wow, the formula is quite powdery. So let me go clean up my face because I think these are the only two colors I want to use because I'm going to be picking my daughter up from school and I don't want to look like I'm trying to be a Barbie doll or anything. This is a really pastel look, but it's so, you'd have to really see. Let me see if you guys, I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, yeah. So after the chills, came the diagnosis, and then I would say before the diagnosis, after the chills came the soreness in my legs, and then after that it was more my temperature going up. The highest it got was 100, at that time I decided to start taking Tylenol. So that's what I did. I took Tylenol and it brought it down. Now I've been taking Tylenol for 2 days now. So I don't know if my body is going to have an issue with keeping the temperature down if I stop taking it. So my friend told me to actually keep taking the Tylenol for at least one more day, because what I don't want is for my temperature to shoot up during night when I'm sleeping, because I'm not sure how high your temperature can get with this virus. So I'm doing okay. My congestion is not that bad. I've actually had worse congestion with allergies. So I don't know if coronavirus is getting weak. you saw what I did before, I'm up and close, by the way. I did put on another look. It is now the next day. So what you just saw me doing was putting on a different color than what I had on before. I'm not sure if you all saw that. I have to look back and make sure. But if this is the first time you're seeing this, it matches what I have on. The spirit of Halloween, the orangey fall colors. That's what I was going for. I did use my, this is the Instant Age Rewind Corrector Multi-Use thingy here. What is it called? Concealer. So I do like that. Now I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. Now I did have that on before. I did have that on, if you guys can remember, I had it on when I had the other eyeshadow look going on earlier in the video. So I am now putting it on again. I was talking about my coronavirus issue. It is the next day now. I'm guessing I still have it. I am wearing my mask everywhere, like I said before. But I am pretty much feeling normal with almost like with a stuffy cold. So the brush that I'm using, if you're curious, is a Joa Beauty brush. It's a large powder brush. And this is just to put on my translucent Butter Believe It powder. And it is translucent. And I did put that concealer, I put it here and here. I didn't put it anywhere else. I only put it in the places that needed concealing. Now, I'm not going to wear a foundation because I'm not going anywhere. This pretty much evens out my skin tone with the concealer and the translucent powder. So guys, you do not have to have foundation on all the time. It gets a little heavy at times, and it can clog pores when you're wearing it all the time. I find this to work for me, and it can work for pretty much everybody. The concealer to conceal the spots, and then a translucent powder. Doesn't even have to be a base like a makeup powder or a foundation powder. It can be concealing powder, or excuse me, it can be translucent powder. And this isn't even, it's not even a specific shade. It's just translucent. And it smoothed out my skin tone there with the help of the concealer. And I will be spraying my face. Now, let's go ahead and get on to the next thing. I do like this brush, by the way. Let's go on to the next thing that I said I would try on that was in this box. And that's the Treluce Beauty. That is the, let's see, what do we have here? We have the shimmers, or the highlighters. This is a highlighter palette. I think what I'm going to do is go in with this one right here. Okay, let's see how that one works. Let's see. Thought I had my, let me go get my highlighter brush. Guys, I couldn't find my regular highlighter brush, but this will do. This is the Half-Baked 813 Duo Fiber brush. And I'm just going to go in here. The name of this color is Daydream. And I am going to go in with my finger here. So here I put the highlighter, here I put the highlighter, and I'm also gonna go with the same brush I didn't like for the highlight. I'm gonna use this one here and put it on my cheeks and see what happens. It's called Serenity. And I'm doing that because it's a bronzy type of color. Looks okay. I'm gonna follow it up with a real blush. I think I need to do that. Time for me to put on my mascara and my eyebrow gel, and we will be done. I will give you my thoughts. Actually, let me go ahead and give you my thoughts as I put the mascara on. I usually don't give, I don't give bad reviews usually. And even if I think something is not for me, or I don't think it performs well, I will say in my opinion. But I think anybody that tries this palette that came in this BoxyCharm, I think they will agree that the formula is not that great. It was powdery. It did not stay. And let me tell you what happened yesterday when I originally, this is what it looks like. This is what I'm using, the Boomtastic. You can't see those letters. It's called the LA Colors Boomtastic. I'm not going to put it on the bottom simply because I have that, I did that smudging earlier of the black eyeshadow. But guys, this eyeshadow palette right here looks pretty, but it is cheap. It performs like a cheap eyeshadow. Yesterday when I had it on, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I put this on, and I'm not sure if this caused it to. This is the Beauty Crop Stuck On You Base Eye Primer, but the two did not mix or something. It separated right here and looked like I had mange or something in my eye. It separated. The color started to move. It started to move. And I don't know why. I don't know why. What did I have? I'm trying to think about what I had on my, I don't know why the color started to move. Maybe it's because I don't remember if I did the cream color. Did I mix a cream stick with it? Maybe that's why. But if you put that, that claims to make your eyeshadow stay in place. Now, if it's cream or powder, it shouldn't matter. But my eyeshadow I wore yesterday, it slid. It slid and it looked like it's separated. You can tell that it's separated. Guys, I was not happy because I was embarrassed a little bit. I went out looking like that. This right here, very powdery, a lot of kickback. I had a lot of cleaning up to do yesterday to the point where I had to take my makeup off and reapply it. So maybe I should have put it on after or before, but still I put it on before today, and it just was, it was a nuisance for me. I'm now putting on eyeshadow gel. But guys, I experienced with this virus, I'm going to go ahead and categorize what I'm experiencing, knock on wood, as mild symptoms right now. One lady told me that her doctor told her to expect 5 days. So I hope this is just 5 days long and I'm not dealing with a long period of time. But even if you have a mild case, it's my understanding you could deal with what is called long COVID or something. So one of the symptoms might come and go for years or something like that. So I hope that's not the case here. I really do. I hope it's not the case. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my, I'm gonna zoom out. I do not have earrings on, but I'm going to zoom out and put the Joa Beauty lipstick on. I gotta say, this is my favorite shade of any lipstick. It is Joa Beauty, and it is the shade. Are you kidding me? There's no visible shade. Oh, it's called Glamping. It's called Glamping. So guys, this is the finished product. This is the finished product. Let me know your thoughts on the box. I usually don't say really disappointed, but I am really disappointed in the palette that came in this box. This is my stank face, I guess. That palette was not good, and I'm sorry, and I'm not even a professional influencer, if there is such a thing, but I didn't like that palette, guys. Didn't like the palette. I'm not a fan of the eyeshadow primer just because of what happened the other day. I can take or leave the highlighter palette. The highlighter palette, I mean, you can see it a little bit right here. It's okay. It's an average highlighter palette. I mean, they have different shades, so that's okay. The Toy Factory Super Set Setting, we can give it a quick spray. That kind of gave me kind of like not a shimmer to my look, but let's go ahead and spray. I should have kept my hair back. Let's do that. I'm going to give it a quick spray. This stuff is going to go on. It's leaking. Okay, so the top wasn't screwed on well. So I'm going to spray my face. I'm sure you heard how strong that is. That's very strong. And it smells like cake batter, or something. All right, let me wash my hands. All right, guys, I'm gonna kind of zoom in just a little bit on my hair. All right, so I'm liking this. I like the way this Toy Factory Super Set makes everything look afterwards. It just makes it look flawless a little bit. It kind of, I don't know, it's not, it puts some kind of what does it say it does? it's got hyaluronic acid in it, but it makes everything come together and look nice, and it gives this glow, some type of smooth glow about this look. I don't know, it's this did it, I know, because it looks a little bit different now that I've sprayed my face. Let me know what you guys think about after I spray. Do you notice the difference? I don't know. So I like the setting spray as well. What else was in this box? The skincare, which is the Fleur and Bee. I have yet to try it. I will try it. I'm sure I like it. So far, I've been using the Fleur and Bee essence, and it's okay, but that's something you have to use for skincare. You have to use for a little bit. Oops. Yeah. Corona. But, so yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I think I used everything, guys. Let me check and make sure. Not used everything, but I think I went over everything. Yeah, I think I did, guys. So that's it. If I missed something else to recap, I'm sorry. But I think that I went over most of everything. But yeah, the corona thing, it will pass the way all viruses do. I'm thankful that it did not wreak havoc in my body. Of course, I'm not sure what it really did in my body. Unless I get an x-ray or they look at me a little bit closer. But for right now, I seem fine. So guys, that's it. The next thing that I'm going to be receiving is Ipsy. It's going to be Ipsy. I don't think Stitch Fix is going to be here yet. But Ipsy is the next thing. I do have my school on, Florida State, just simply because it kind of matches. My school colors are garnet and gold, the university I went to. But yeah, I'm a what do you call fair weather fans? If they're winning, I'm on board cheering, sort of. If they're not, I'm like, so I admit that. Anyways, guys, that is it. Let me know your thoughts on the box versus what I did unbox before. I think I did the Allure. You can compare it to that. I do have another palette. It's a Disney palette. I don't know if anybody's interested in seeing that, but I mean, if you are, let me know if you're interested in seeing it. I'm probably going to put it up anyway because I need to make more videos. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be before Ipsy, after Ipsy, but guys, let me know. I like this look. It's pretty fallish. Pretty fallish. Look at this gray. Look at this gray. And now that I have alopecia, scarring. Okay, scarring alopecia. It's not recommended to put color in your hair. So I will not be doing that. But my daughter's making so much noise. She has early release this week because of parent-teacher conference. But anyways, all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.